Well, I've messed with this thing all day, and I came to this conclusion. For some reason, this secondary is no good. Um, I have no idea what happened. As soon as I put this secondary on there, as soon as I draw an arc on it, it shoots into a low frequency oscillation. So, I never did like this secondary. Unfortunately, the only one I have is this 2500 turn, and I don't really like it either. Now, on a humorous note, this is the white wall tire that I wound that I'm a little nervous about trying, because I'm pretty sure it's going to break down somewhere. I used a piece of, oh my, what do they call this stuff? Can't think of the name for it right now. I guess you would call it PEX tubing. And cut some ABS and drilled the centers out with hole saws. And then I sat there and wrapped like 1,000 turns of terminated into a high voltage lead. Notched it out for the core. Epoxied the whole thing together. I may just fire that thing up, I don't know. But this is where I'm at with this one. I just, I don't know, just, I get a lot of voltage out of this, but it's not drawing as much current as I want it to. So I'm not sure what to make of this. Something I've noticed here in the past, I guess probably a year and a half, is that it seems to develop more current if there's less turns on the primary and if there's less turns on the secondary. I've noticed this is a 6 turn on each side, so it's 12 turns center tapped. The reason I bumped it up is because of the number of turns difference on the secondary. So that's just something I've observed over the years. But I just really can't develop any input power out of this. This is at 28K, and it's gapped at like 40 thousandths of an inch. And the transistors do get a little warm. Well, the heat sink's starting to get warm. It's not hot, but you know, it's definitely above room temperature. I am like 99.9% concluded that the only way to get any power out of these oscillators that I do here is to custom wind your own secondary. And I'm just estimating, based on the things that I've seen, a 1500 turn on a 8 turn total primary is about where I'm at, or maybe 1200 turns on the secondary with an 8 turn center tapped is kind of what I'm seeing here. It's developing about 130 volt spikes on the collector. Ooh. Typically I see that about 180 or so. So that kind of reinforces the fact that we're just not developing enough current in the primary with this transformer. One final note, these are actually 5886Gs, and I don't attribute that to any difference at all. So, I don't know, back to square one, I guess. That's about where we're at. Hey, thank you for watching. I know there's still a couple high voltage people out there. I have evidence that they still exist, probably few and far between. But to everybody that is, Keep it going. Have a nice day.